Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Floater Art Studio, and I have a fail. You never see my fails, but you're seeing one now. And I'm going to take some paint and do whatever I want with it, starting with some black Meaden, figuring that it's going to turn itself into an abstract expressionist piece of something or other. And I'm going to take my spatula. I have Emperor's Gold next. I'm going to get rid of the rest of that black. I'm going to try and save the colorful parts. And just cover up what I don't like. And I'm just going to keep adding colors like Frostbite. I am a Colourarte affiliate, and I'm not going to share the first part of this with you. I'll probably find it and erase it pleasurably. That was Frostbite. This is Miami Magenta. And having a complete fail is the ultimate opportunity to do whatever you feel like doing. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. I've also got tools for texture. Actually, that's not a good one. I've got a spatula head, and I've got a tool video. If you miss out on it, if I don't include it, just ask. It might or might not be happy hour here right now too. That is Orange Crush. I'm going to have to start wiping off my spatula. I figure whatever I put on for background is still better than what I had. This is Royal Sapphire. And whatever I have, if I don't like what I have, I can always, swipe over it tomorrow. This is Cerulean Blue. I'm going to use a little Sea Glass, which I'm never sure if it's a Prizm pour or a primary element, so check both if you like it. And I love sea glass. I'm thinking it's a primary element. Now, what else? I want Fandango. Whoops. And I've got some fluid again. I thought I might have got rid of all of that by now. And I could really experiment. I really could. I could put some cell activator on my spatula. Let's try some gold cell activator because I can. That's Pebeo iridescent and an Aterier Rich Gold. I want some poinsettia. And I love the colors I'm leaving behind, just in case you want to know. And poinsettia, I'm going to use some fluorescent, vivid, intense fluorescent pink. And I got some really cool cells in there, really. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead while that's still wet and use some vivid, intense fluorescent red violet. And some more cell activator. I'm not going to clean off my spatula though. Oh, come on, open. You're not open. Helps if you open the bottles. It helps if they don't have a plug in them. Hang on, I forgot I hadn't used the black before. There we go. And if the white is open, we'll use that too. Little shake. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I want some, you know what? I know I dribbled, I don't care. I'm going to put a little bit of saffron in there. I'm just having fun at this point. I've got some Chantilly lace, and I'm thinking I want to see what happens when you put it over something. Oh, that's French silk. Let's use that instead. I'm waiting for some Chantilly lace to arrive, so that does not belong. That black is drying, which might be okay if I decide I'm gonna scrape through. Maybe I won't spatula, I'll just scrape through. Sometime I'm gonna find myself a toothbrush and flick some paint pretty quick here. I'm not sure about that. Kind of like the white. I like rogue elements, especially when I'm doing abstract art. Abstract expressionist art especially. So all this is good for me so far. And I think what I want to do is use some black and dip my little card in. Hopefully I used enough. This is just a piece of acetate with notches cut in and then folded back. Not sure about that line. Actually, you know what? I've got a really weird tool. It's silicone sponge on one side with like this really weird pattern on the other side, and I want to sort of play with that and see what happens. Let's put the little folded edge. Well, that didn't help at all. I've got a smaller piece that might work better, but just put a little wood grain element in there. Might be too late for any of that, but maybe it's time to swivel this around, because it's looking pretty cool, honest to gosh. I'm not sure that that pink is actually going to show up the way I'd like it to. And that green, yeah. Okay, let's go for some more green. The green is exciting. The green is Fandango. And obviously I do not care if I have paint on my spatula. I do care if paint chips fall in my art. Now I want something in here, maybe over here. Let's use some of the, I'm going to use a little Decor Americana 24 karat gold that I've got hanging around that I actually have more pots of that I need to mix up. I've got some water lily. It's a new, it's a new vivid, same thing. It's new and it's a Prizm pour. It's called an ultra metallic. And I think I'm going to leave the top right off of that. And I think I'm going to use it. I want something really bright with it. What have I got? I've got Big Apple, which I seldom use. No, you know what? I think I'd rather have the pink carnation or the jasmine. Probably the jasmine. It would be my normal first choice. I've also got the Miami magenta, which seems like a good idea. Probably could have started with that. So let's get rid of what's on here for right now. Oh, cool. I like using what I've got. Making weird textures is fun. I love using my spatula too. There's no doubt about it. This is getting cool. Alright, so I said I was going to swipe that. What am I going to swipe it with? White and gold. No, I don't need gold. I've got gold in there. Maybe white and a few drops of black just to see what happens. I usually try and separate them a little bit. So far, I'm not feeling like I'm being stuck with what was on the canvas to begin with, which is a good feeling, actually. And it's funny, you know, patterns seem to just work out if you don't get too uptight about it, because you can always paint over stuff, is my opinion anyway. I don't want to make mud, and I think I just did. I really want some white and black, and I'm thinking I'm going to do something with this down here. So, this didn't work out as well as I wanted over here, so maybe I'll do something else with that again. I never think to remind myself to add the cell activator with some non-cell activator just to see. Oh, that looks like it's too much of a good thing. It's definitely not particularly geometric. I could take a straw and I haven't done much mark making here. I'm being called to some more saffron down on this corner. Sometimes I'd like to just leave marks, and I don't do it very, I mean like lines of color. Here's a sour lemon with orange crush. I talk about texture, but I don't usually fill in any places with just one color just because I can, and I like the look of it. And I could do dots all through this, and that would be neat. I think I want to try the Miami Magenta. Which basically just, I love that! Which basically leaves me with the red violet. And I want something dark. And I have some Burmese red out, which winds up drying very dark. Sounds like it wants to come out. Let's just use something I've already used before. Cautiously. Let's not. Let's not and say we did. Let's wipe that card off, actually. Now we can do it. I still want cell activator. Put it right on the canvas this time. That way we won't waste any. And then I can use my residuals to leave some textures, which is okay. What have I got that's light colored? I've got Plum Blossom. I still have this color up here in the corner, solidly and dark colored. And this is looking pretty cool. I'm actually enjoying myself a lot. And there's nothing to keep me from experimenting with some dots if I want to. As in, not just putting them down with my bottle, but pulling on them some. I think that could be cool. So I'm going to set it up so I can do that. I got to be careful when I dip my bottle and then I dip it in the painting. That doesn't work. Do I want to pull on them or not? I really don't. I kind of like them. So I want a light color, so I'm going to use my frostbite up there, which sounds like it's getting plugged. Maybe that's the one. I'm going to use some red violet. I managed to keep some of my prior colors from the previous painting, and I don't mind them. They just sort of melted right in with everything, and that's a good thing. They needed to. So I seldom, if ever, use my spatula to smear dots. That's cool. I just cleaned it off on the edge and it worked. So that's different. Do I like it? I'm not sure. I've got some Prizm pour, yeah, Parrot Wing. New color. Take the tab out. Works so much better when you open the top. I'm being drawn to green, and I don't know if I want to pull in those dots. Got Sparkling Aqua. That was the Fandango. I'd kind of like some more lines. This is Sparkling Aqua. I like that. When it started to skip, I decided to make it a longer line. I need some things to go away. I'm getting way too involved in this. That needs to be darker up there. I've got Midnight Shadow. I'm not sure if it'll fix it or just annihilate it. Oh, and it's not open. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I can pull out the plug in the tip. Let's give it a try. I got some. I like taking advantage of the moment when I got some and not all. Making a really super thin line. Although I'm not sure the thin line is what I want. I think I'm going to try it with a little something thicker. I'll give myself one more minute before I decide to change my mind. And oh, I've got saffron here. I want to take advantage of it. Bend my card up so I can make some more fill-ins. I think I'm just going to allow myself to part with that corner that I thought was so great for a while. Well, that's kind of fun. Am I done? I'm not 100% sure. I think a little more carnation right there. Alright. Well, I'm either done or I'm not. If I'm not, oh, that's cool. I like that. little lattice work down there. Get in. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back again, and I'm still having fun, so I'm not quitting. I do have some Chantilly lace out, but I also have some Vivid Intense White, which makes me think maybe it might be worth playing with. I think so. Not sure, but when I'm not sure, that's the time I have the most fun. I'm going to wipe this off. Where am I going to wipe it off? Someplace that's useful. That's kind of cool. I've got black in my dish. I kind of wanted to use it to put in some marks, and I'm going to. That's cool. That's okay with me. Thinking white over here. I'm wondering if I can just steal some from that paint I just put in, not without getting the black in it. But I like two-tone. I just needed to become cohesive at some point, and it's not far off, really, I don't think. That was more of the red violet, which I'm not sure I needed so much of, but I just annihilated by putting it on the black. Never mind. Shoot, that was terrible. There's the white I was talking about, maybe a little bit right in the middle. It's just fun, as long as I've got Colourarte colors, which reminds me, there is a 20% off Colourarte coupon code underneath the video, along with a 10% off Pixel Paint Designs coupon code that'll get you Australian Floetrol if you've been looking for it. I could be your resource. This is just really good therapy. Lots and lots of fun. I kind of want some gold, but I have enough gold in there, I think. That seems to be a big puddle of paint that I don't necessarily feel is necessary to keep. We're both here, so now why not worry? Why worry? And I lost some of my dots, became blobs, but I don't think that's a big problem either. This is just a riot. It's so much fun. What is it? It's an aerial view of something. I have no idea what. I want some orange. And I might have to wipe off my card before I get it. I'll grab a new one if I have one handy. And I do. Throw the old one in the bucket. I never did use any jasmine, and I'd kind of like to. Jasmine is usually what I save for the last. This is the orange. The saffron. Do I like what I just did? Oh my, I'm not sure I do. But that's not that hard to fix. Just change it up a little. So what was I saying? Jasmine. And where would it go? Maybe dots. Jasmine dots. That looks like a big puddle. Every time I add a new element that leads the eye someplace else, your brain goes, what? I like that. And that. Jasmine saves the day again. I think I'm almost done. Rogue shapes. I never use my skewer. I really miss using a skewer. I'm going to have to do some of that soon. I was going to use that. To dip into, but then I liked it so much it didn't matter anymore. Are we having fun yet? That's a resounding yes. Fun, fun, fun. Ha! I thought about using a toothy tool through this mark. But I think I'm good. I really think I might be done. So this is fun. And I'm kind of looking at what I've got and seeing that I like. Ouch. Stubbed my toe twice on that stool. I like how the sour lemon looks, in spite of the fact that it blended together over there. And I'm thinking I want just a little bit more in the corner, because there isn't enough elsewhere. Come on, out you come. It doesn't take much of the same color in a different area of your painting to lead your eye around. There, I think that's it. If it isn't, I'll deal with it tomorrow. But in the meantime, that was a riot, and it's different than anything you're going to see anywhere, anytime, ever, 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 ever. Good use of a canvas I hated. I tried to like it. It didn't work. There was too much muck. So the only thing I think I could probably add is some more white dots, but I don't think the light is helping when I shine it on it. Let's go down in there and you can see some of the intense coloring. It's a fun piece. I do sell my artwork and I appreciate the thumbs up when you give them to me, and when you share my videos you help me out. Your comments keep my morale boosted. I have 31 playlists with 100 videos on them each, and everything is also separated by topic and genre, so ask me for a link if you'd like one. If you're looking for my stuff, you can have anything that I create reproduced at Spring, The Gallerist, Society 6, Pixels.com, Fine Art America, and you can find a lot of my boards with the videos listed on my Pinterest. Everything's on the link tree. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please ask questions if you'd like to. I'd be happy to help you out. If I can, I will. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. My email address is easpb, and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. Sorry to just be holding my phone randomly to show you the shimmer, but that's a wild piece. I think it's actually much cooler in person than it is from a distance. It's got a lot going on. It's definitely an aerial view of something. I just haven't decided what yet. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for the kind words in the comments, and thank you so much for the donations that help me keep me buying canvases and Floetrol and GAC 800. Also, until November 15th, 2023, there are 12 exhibition videos coming and going where you can find the invoice number for every painting on them. And like I said, till November 15th, there's a 50% off all my art, or most of my art sale. All right, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Priscilla out. Whatever I forgot, you'll see in another video.